Penelope, which the poster says, sometimes true love is right under your nose, you'll love it, totally enchanting and perfectly magical. That last quote from somewhere called My Kinda Place, which I imagine must be a website. Anyway, story is Christina Ricci has the nose of a pig. No, really, that's it. That's the whole story. And it's a family curse, and she's been born with the nose of a pig, and her parents are desperate to marry her off, because if somebody marries her, then the curse will be broken. Her parents are played by Catherine O'Hara and Richard E. Grant, proving that the rule about the Richard E. Grant, no such thing as a bad Richard E. Grant movie, don't work no longer.
I have the most wonderful surprise.
Okay, Mom, but I really should get back.
Penelope.
What is this?
Listen, I'm sorry I ran from my feelings.
Oh, is that what you were running from? I was certain you were running from me.
Only my feelings for you.
Is this a joke?
Penelope, don't make the boy big. Look at that face. He can break the curse.
But things are different now, Mother.
She's overwhelmed. Why? Because you're splattered all over the newspapers?
No, because I have friends.
Those aren't friends, dear. Those are fans. Did you hear? The pig speaks 10 languages. Oh, look, the pig can play the piano. You're just a talking pig to those people. A talking pig. Edward wants to marry you. Are you prepared to walk away from your one and only chance? Our one and only chance at a normal life?
Now, the posters make a big deal of the fact that James McAvoy is in the film. James McAvoy made the film before he made Atonement and all those other things for which he is now sort of widely respected, and I'm sure he is feeling slightly cheesed off that just as the Oscars and BAFTAs are coming up, here comes the film that he made in 2006, which I'm sure if it came across his desk now, hey, James, you busy? After Atonement, we got a film in which Christina Ricci plays a pig-faced girl, and you get to play the real love of her life. And the interesting thing about the film is, where's it set? I mean, it's a UK-American co-production. It seems to be in London because there are some buses, and yet James McAvoy is speaking an American accent. Catherine O'Hara obviously is American. Richard E. Grant is doing a strange accent which is somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic. Reese Witherspoon is a motorcycle courier, and she speaks American in an Irish theme pub in which they appear to give away free drinks, which I don't believe in any of that. And it's very bizarre. It's like, where are we, and why is everyone and why is James McAvoy doing an American accent if he's in London? Why didn't you do a London accent?
Is he an American, maybe?
Yeah, but why? But why is it that all these Americans
come to London?
If you'd made it Australians, because of course it's impossible to walk into a bar in London without being served by an Australian, but Americans, why? It's because they think, oh, well, the American audience won't go and see it unless people are talking in an American accent. So, there we go. The other thing is, the message of the story is, hey, it's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside, except that isn't, because the message of the story is, hey, if this works out, we can cure her, and she won't be the pig-faced girl anymore, she'll just be Christina Ricci. So all these problems, and it's all very badly put together, and it's a mess. The one thing about it that is a redeeming feature is that it has a role for Peter Dinklage in it, and Peter Dinklage plays this kind of scuzzball reporter who has taken a photograph of her, who is trying to take a photograph of her to sell to the press to sort of demonstrate, what she is. Peter Dinklage is a very, very interesting actor, and I think the first time I ever saw him was in a movie called Living in Oblivion. He's a small person, very little person. I don't know what the politically correct term is,
but not okay.
No, yeah, exactly. And this is a difficult thing because he was in the star of a movie called The Station Agent, and the man who directed The Station Agent was in, and I said, look, what's the politically correct term? Now, person of restricted growth at one point in America, little people. The term dwarf is thrown around, but I consider to be very, very politically incorrect. I said, what does he like? And the director said very pointedly, he likes to be called Peter.